What's up, guys? Jeff Boski here. On this segment of Boski's Best, I'm going to discuss the most important meal of the day, breakfast. My go-to breakfast is bacon and eggs. Usually with a side of avocado, maybe some salsa, some coffee with cream and sugar. But overall, bacon and eggs is the staple. It's got the fat, it's got the protein, it's got everything you need. Don't go cheap on your eggs. I know you're tempted to buy the $2 dozen at your local supermarket. Go to Whole Foods, go to Trader Joe's, go to Sprouts and get organic, free-range eggs. Even if they're $5 to $8 per dozen, it's worth every penny. These eggs will not only give you better nourishment, it's ethical treatment of the chickens. It will give you better decision-making skills throughout the day and give you less health problems throughout your life. It will pay for itself. What's eggs without bacon? This is the best bacon. Uncured black forest bacon. I've tried over 10 different bacons, and I always come back to this one. It is the best. Debate me in the chat. Let me know your favorite bacon and why I should try it. But believe me, it has somewhat of a sweet maple taste to it. The way to cook bacon is you bake it. Shocker, I know. Set your oven for 375 degrees in 20 minutes. Put it in a pan with aluminum foil. And 20 minutes later, you got perfectly crispy cooked bacon. No fatty, chewy bacon here. Crispy, delicious, almost burnt bacon is the way to go. Bacon and eggs every morning. And that is the Boski's Best Breakfast. The World Series of Poker Colossus event. It's a $400 buy-in this year with, I believe, 40,000 chips. This one's gonna be big. Multiple flights, I think unlimited re-entries. We already pre-reg, so we're showing up a little late. They've blinded us off just a few hundred chips. It's gonna be another long day at the Rio. Even if we bust, we're gonna re-enter. These huge field tournaments are too good a value to pass up. I know it might seem like I'm just burning money since I never cash and never go deep, but it's all about that effort. I've gone on streaks of 30 plus tournaments online when I didn't cash. And that's over, like a 30,000 tournament sample size. Cashing doesn't really matter in the long run. It's all about that deep run, that final table, that top three. That's our goal. Huge field, easy money. Let's get that money.
Please welcome to the stage our winner in event number 52, the $10,000 PLO Championship, Dash Dudley.
The 10K PLO WSOP bracelet isn't really made from gold. It's made of sweat, determination, and a hard, fine alloy called guts. Thank you, guys.
Some guts. Table draw is pretty good. We do have a repeat customer in the 10 seat from a previous tournament. Thought he was a big nit because he has a rubber band holding his glasses together, but he seems to be some sort of European reg. An actual rubber band, folks. Bad read, but I know what I'm dealing with now. We also have a 30 to 6-year-old crazy Asian woman who has 12X'd opened and other various gambly activities. We're hoping to stack her.
Yeah, diamond suit. Yeah.
At 200, 400 blinds, I'm in early middle position with King Jack offsuit. The table's pretty soft, so let's play a pot. I make it 1,000 to go, and I get 2 calls behind me, and the blinds call. We're 5 ways to a flop. The flop comes King 8-7 rainbow. Checks to me, and I think we got a bet for value here. Not too much beats us. Maybe pocket 7s, pocket 8s, 8-7 suited, king queen. I think ace king's gonna 3-bet, so I bet 5,500. Guy on my left calls, another player calls, and the big blind calls. Not the action I wanted. What are we ahead of here? 8x, some bad kings, 10-9 type of hand. The turn is a 6, completing a 10-9 and a few 2 pairs. I check it to the guy on my left who bets 15,000. He gets called. Other guy folds, and we put in the fold. Can't imagine we're ahead here. Guy on my left ends up having 10-9 off for the nuts. Dodged a bullet. With blinds at 400, 800, 800, action folds to middle position. New guy to the table with 120K. He opens to 3x, 2,400. Folds us in the small blind. We have ace, 5 of diamonds. The new pocket aces, a great candidate to 3-bet and cold 4-bet. We make it 8,000 to go. Folds back to him, and he shoves all in about 2 seconds. I snap fold, and he shows pocket queens. All right.
Pleasure, how are you?
Thirst Lounge, represent. Best editor in the game.
Hey, today's my day. No editing today. We're playing poker today.
He's gonna win today.
And we're gonna try.
With blinds at 500, 1,000. European male opens to 2,000. Early middle position, gets flatted behind. We're in the big blind with pocket 9s. 17 blinds. I think it's a pretty easy squeeze spot. We shove all in. Original razor snap folds. Second guy wants a count. I tell him it's 17,000. He doesn't believe me. He wants the dealer to count it. It's 17,000. He eventually puts in the call and shows Queen Jack offsuit. He somehow knew it was a race. And we have video. Keep him low.
You like that? You like that?
Oh. Wow, that's working for you. Sounds good. All right, Boski. All right.
You're good.
8 outs.
You got one.
5 tens.
16 what?
16,700.
With blinds at 600, 1,200. I'm in middle position, 8-handed with ace-10 off. I raise it up to 2,500. Action folds to the small blind, who shoves all in for just over 17,000. Guy hasn't been too out of line. Eventually, I think better of it and put in the fold. He shows ace jack of diamonds. We're playing good. Big fold. Rio Madness Colossus we're here with.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Paul Gunnis.
With a 1,200 big blind. The same European opens to 2,500. The same guy flat calls. This time we're in the small blind. And we have pocket kings. 34,500 chips. Time for a 3-bet squeeze. I make it 9,000 to go. Big blind folds. European male snap ships 40,000. Probably not aces. Other guy folds, we call, and he shows ace king of diamonds. We have video.
Golden.
What, guys?
You got him covered.
35 total.
Joining us all the way from Stockholm, Sweden is
Marco from Sweden, yeah man.
with Team Raise Your Edge. Mine is Ben CB. He's busy rebuying in the $400 event. Times are tough. With blinds at 800, 1,600, action folds to a possible Korean boy band star. Asian male, age 21 to 35. He makes it 4,000. Could be slightly tilted. I'm in the small blind with ace queen offsuit and 60,000 chips. Good spot for a 3-bet. I make it 15,000. Action folds back to him, and he leans halfway across the table, really eyeballing my chip stack. It's very visible. He keeps throwing out random numbers as to what it can be, and I tell him it's a visual game. He eventually fondles his chips for a minute or so and eventually shoves all in. We have him covered. The plan was to 3-bet call. We weren't bluffing. We call, and he shows ace king. He was never folding. He was just doing a horrible acting job. Let's hit a queen. We have video. All right, time to hit a queen. 4 spades. There's the queen. There's the king. Yes! There it is. Who are you rooting for? Who's this guy? Who's this guy getting a massage?
40, 45.
Oh, no massages 50, at the table, sir.
56.
I get in my last 2 blinds with 5-6 suited in a 3-way, and we do not have the best hand on the river. And I'm out of the Colossus, $400. 1 level left of late reg. We could go home, or we could re-enter. We're back in it, $400. We're here, we got 20 blinds. Let's spin it up. Over 5,000 people have entered. I gotta be better than half of this field, right? I gotta have some edge. Maybe this will be the time. Never give up. Let's get it. With blinds at 1,000, 2,500, 2,500, we're under the gun +1, 8-handed with Jack-9 of hearts. Pretty marginal, but got to play to win, got to accumulate, got to take risks. We're all in. Action folds to the small blind who puts in the call. Big blind folds ace-queen. Small blind has us covered and ace-king offsuit. And here's the video. Gonna need some luck here. Oh yeah, it's a flip.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Good luck. Ten of hearts. Or a pair. Alright. Lucky. With blinds at 2,000, 4,000, 4,000. Under the gun +1. Reg opens to 10K. Pretty loose. Action folds to the small blind, a middle-aged Caucasian male. He puts in the call. I don't think he's very strong. And we have ace-10, offsuit in the big blind, 87,000 chips. Good call, or we could take the initiative, give ourselves many chances to win this pot and not be monkey in the middle with our positioning. So I shove all in for 87,000. Original razor folds, small blind snap calls. Was he trapping? I don't know if that was his intent, but he does have ace-queen of spades. We're gonna need some help. We got video. Or 9s.
Where did this come from? This
Queens.
100,000, right? No, I just bet 10. Oh.
Miracle Queen.
Wow.
Lucky.
These men.
With blinds at 2,000, 4,000, 4,000. Under the gun limps, middle position limps. I'm next to act with 2 red aces. And about 185,000 chips. We're feeling good. Our image is shot. A guy already tried berating us, saying we have no technique and all we have is one move. Yeah, that's kind of what you have when you have 10 to 20 blinds. So I make it 18,000, and nice guy next to us who is putting out a poker movie makes it 60,000. He's played very tight. He made some tight folds from the blind, so I think he definitely has a monster here. These are the moments we've been waiting for. Aces, I love aces. It folds back to us, and I shove. I mean, I could call, but just over a 3x all in. I think he's gonna call with any 2 here, so we just shove. He's got us covered. He goes deep into the tank. Was he making a move with ace-x? Does he have 10s and he doesn't know where he's at? The hell's going on here? He eventually folds, and we take it down. We now have about 270,000 chips in the World Series of Poker Colossus. With blinds at 2,000, 4,000, I'm under the gun with pocket 9s. I'm gonna open it to 9,000. Everybody folds. 10-handed, and the big blind, who I sucked out on with ace queen, when he had ace queen and I had ace 10, he snap jams 95,000 chips or something. I mean, doesn't feel great. I think he has like ace king, ace queen here a lot. Maybe eights. I think he's gonna 3-bet aces or kings, so I eventually put in the call. We got him covered, let's gamble. And he shows us the bad news, which is pocket tens. The board comes out, all bricks, no video, and we double him up. He says, I got my chips back, they were just on loan from you. Yeah, you got me. You got me there. Almost folded.
Oh my god. Not a lot you can do though, like it's a type of tournament.
Yeah.
No more late reg in the Colossus. We're in for 2 bullets, and we're here with one of the nicest guys in poker. I see him playing at the Win a lot. Say hello to my buddy.
Hello, my name's Don, and I'm honored to be on this video. They're really great videos. I don't have a whole lot to say.
By the emergency exit.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Exclusive. What they don't want you to see. Blinds at 2-4,000. Under the gun +2. Very loose player makes it 10,000. He has already shown down Jack 5 off from an open, and he's drinking pretty heavily. He's here to gamble. Cut off flat calls off a 100K stack, and we're in the big blind with pocket fives. You know, the standard play is probably to call here, but we have both players covered, and you know, fold equity is a thing. Pocket fives don't play a great post flop, especially out of position, unless we specifically hit a set. So let's try to win the pot pre, or we could get called by ace king, ace queen. It's hard to make a pair in the hole in no limit hold'em. Original raiser hates his life and folds. Flatter snap calls. Someone says he trapped you. They're rooting against me. We show our fives and he shows pocket jacks. Once again, the board comes all bricks and we double him up and we immediately go on break. I believe I have around 60,000 remaining, going to 5K big blind, and we're playing till the money. We're probably gonna be here another 2 hours, hopefully.
You guys in the Colossus too?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Really good. I would give it a 9 for sure.
A 9.
9 ball. It's eating.
Shout out to pokermeals.com.
Like, leave him alone.
I don't know how to use Twitter. I didn't see it until someone at my table was like, yo, Poke replied to you. Thanks for the
5%. You need a charge? You want a cell phone case, bro?
I got
You need a cell phone case, bro?
Where's from? You made this?
Pokermeals.com. Get your subscription today. Use bonus code Boski for 1 free meal so I can eat.
Wait, shut up. Is that real?
Yeah, pokermeals.com.
Can we get some tape and put the card?
What's your name? I'm Ryan.
Joe.
To eat a sandwich with my hands. I don't want to shake. It's a great deal for you.
I need video evidence so no one scam me.
All right. Hold on. Yeah, because I'm a New Yorker. I may scam you.
That's pretty good if he's got a triple.
Dude, we're filming each other. Yeah, he's getting the greatest deal ever. We're swapping 1%. But it's done.
It's fair. It's 1%.
It's booked. It's booked. Lock it up. All right, I'm here with Chris Moneymaker, and I don't know what to ask you, so.
Wait for it. Wait for it. The originator of the $100 din din. $100 min din, Sean.
What's up, dude?
Since we have to play till we cash, it's gonna be a late night. This tournament started at 10 a.m. and it's around midnight. Get a few shoves through, move tables immediately after paying the blinds, can't even play my button, and there's a wait to move. Could have played button in numerous hands, but that's okay. We'll run our 8 blinds up at a new table. the new table, everybody's tanking. Pre-flop, we are getting close to the money, but it's filled with a bunch of Europeans, Scottish, Israeli guys. The hell's going on? It's a $400 tournament. Where do these people come from? So I'm sitting there with my 8 blinds, soon to be 6 blinds, 5 minutes per hand. Still over 100 from the money. Don't think I can just fold into the cash, waiting for a good spot. Eventually the button opens to 15,000. A 55-year-old Caucasian male in the small blind thinks about it for a while and makes it 65,000. I'm in the big blind with 55,000 and ace-10 offsuit. Are we ever ahead here? Probably not. So I fold, other guy folds, and the small blind shows me ace-king suited. Nice hand, small blind, we dodged one there. Luckily, we're in the big blind with the big blind ante right before they're about to go up. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000 now. Under the gun +2, just lost a big pot, had to bet fold. He opens it to 15,000, folds to the same Caucasian male in the small blind who puts in the call. I look down at ace-5 off. I definitely wish I was suited. Probably would have folded if the small blind didn't call, but this creates a great situation where I can still raise. And odds are the original raiser is going to ISO off his 190K stack. So I make it 35K to go with like 12,000 behind. And according to plan, original raiser does shove all in. Small blind folds. We got that dead money in there and we're up against King Jack offsuit. Let's hold. Big double incoming. Here's the video.
Ace. Oh. Congratulations, sir. I'm happy you won.
And I'm out of the Rio $400 Colossus. Bullet number 2, over 12 hours of play. Another horrible day at the Rio. Who would want to do this for a living? I don't advise of it. They show the glory, they don't show the pain.
Parkour!